Hi there, Patrick Durkin here with the Durkin Group at ERA Brokers Consolidated. We hope that you are all safe, healthy, and well during these challenging times. As promised, we are going to be doing a lot more frequent video communication with you, given our current circumstances, to not usually see a lot of our friends, family, clients in person. You're probably used to seeing our Quick Tip Tuesday once a month videos. So it was our goal originally when we first learned of this pandemic to provide you with more value, be a better resource for you, a voice of reason during challenging times. So we've included a few links in this post and email that may be of benefit to you or someone you know, more specifically in regards to some information on the Small Business Administration, commonly referred to the SBA, some new loans and or grants they have available if you are a small business owner or if you know someone who's a small business owner. In addition, we have a link to how your or someone you may know's Social Security income may or may not be affected by this, as well as my personal favorite, some work from home tips. I found this link that was pretty helpful. I usually work about 3 to 4 days a week from home, given our current circumstances. I'm in my office today. I'm 6 feet apart from no one's here in my office. Our office is closed to the public, but not to us realtors here. We can come in and as long as it's safe here. So some work from home tips that I've certainly found helpful from when I am at home. In addition to that, there is a list of cleaning products from the EPA. I know that's a very hot commodity now and in short supply. So a list of products that may help disinfect your home from any kind of germs or the coronavirus itself. So more importantly, I wanted to take some time and really address the most common question that we get even outside of this recent health pandemic here and health crisis is, how's the real estate market? Probably the number one question we get. And really the answer to that outside of our current circumstances is it depends on if you're in the market to buy, if you're in the market to sell, if you're in the market to invest. They're all three very different markets. And now that we're in a health crisis like the COVID-19 coronavirus, we are getting that question a lot more often. And so I wanted to speak a little bit to what we're seeing as far as how the greater Las Vegas real estate market is responding to this. So I will say that, if I had all the answers, I'd probably be wearing a robe somewhere up at Mount Charleston, and I'd have a crystal ball to tell you exactly how the real estate market's going to respond in even the next 2 to 3 weeks. But what I will share is some of the trends that we're noticing even within the last 30 days since the beginning of March, since this started to escalate. So one of the biggest fears is that people will start to lose their home value. However, we're just simply not seeing that right now. In fact, at the beginning of the year, we were transitioning back into a seller's market, and that had a lot to do, everything to do with supply and demand. So the amount of available listings at the beginning of the year transitioned into about 5,600 available single-family homes, condos, and townhomes in greater Las Vegas. That is a low amount of inventory for Las Vegas. Even within the last 2 to 3 weeks, we've seen that number go higher to about 7,500 homes. I just checked this morning. We have 7,500 available single-family condos and townhomes. That does not necessarily mean that it's in a full-on buyer's market. In fact, that number is still considered low inventory for Las Vegas, even though it's 2,000 higher than the beginning of the month. So interesting stat there. And as far as activity, we've seen some people take their homes off the market due to just taking health precautions. We have seen some buyers pull back a little bit, and we certainly respect that. We want to be conscious of any health precautions, especially given our times. But just to share some quick stats with you in the overall market in Las Vegas, in the last 7 days, I'm looking at it right now, there's been just under 900 new listings, about 600 of which have gone under, the 600 homes have gone under contract within the last 7 days with offers. And as far as sold listings within the last 7 days, I'm looking at about 760. On a little bit smaller scale, because this is kind of changing day by day, as I'm sure you've seen. Today, we have 86 new listings. Under contract, I'm looking at about 65, and sold about 32. So this shows that real estate is still moving. The three big things that are happening today that were not happening in the 07-08 housing crisis. One, the housing crisis in 07-08 was purely driven off of a real estate fallout, a number of other things. Obviously, this is much different. This is a health crisis, a pandemic. And so we've all seen how the stock market has responded to this very poorly, unfortunately. And so how has the real estate market responded to this? We have seen a little bit of a slowdown, but not anything to be alarmed of. It's not quite business as usual. It's a little bit different, but it's no cause to be alarmed right now that we're seeing. In fact, I just shared the stats with you, but the three things that, again, are happening now that were not happening during the housing crisis is that during the housing crisis, there is an abundance of home before the bubble bursts, and rates were going up, and mortgage loans were being given to people who probably should not have qualified for them based off of their income and their debts. And so now, fast forward to 2020, even given our current health crisis and pandemic and loss of employment, rates are going down, not up. The amount of available homes is still low or short on inventory as compared to an abundance of homes. And most importantly, credit restrictions are still tight. They weren't giving away mortgage loans to somebody with a pulse and could breathe. There are a lot of credit restrictions still in place. So I believe that those are the three big things holding our real estate market rather stable during this tough time. Obviously, that's subject to change as we see this progressing in Las Vegas, but all that to say that really hasn't been much change in Las Vegas. It's been a little bit of a slowdown, but again, nothing to be alarmed of. Real estate is still moving along. We'll certainly update you as we see more. And so we hope this has been helpful to you, our helpful links and a little bit of an update on the market as well. So more to come soon, and we hope you stay well, healthy, and safe. Thanks.